Boas pessoal, eu sou o Mr. Estamos aqui para mais um vídeo, estamos aqui de volta com o Wolf Among Us. Estamos aqui então para continuar a nossa aventura. E então tínhamos ficado aqui em frente a uma fábrica metalúrgica ou qualquer coisa desse género. E então vamos lá, aqui está em princípio a Bloody Mary e o Crooked Mad, um homem torto. Então vamos lá entrar, não é? Acho que é o que nós temos de fazer, vamos lá ver. Está fechado, ok. Acho que vai partir, acho que não vai abrir nada, mas... abriu, vá lá. Ok, então vamos lá entrar. E ver o que é que há por aqui. Ok, podemos examinar as caixas, acho que não. Vamos ver, nunca se sabe. Pode haver por aqui alguma coisa. Tem o símbolo dele. Ok, estamos a ter aqui à porta. Uma luz acendeu-se. Vamos lá ver então o que é que há por aqui. Vamos ver se eles estão aqui. Ok, exatamente, isto é uma indústria metalúrgica. Olha, quem é ela? Onde é que ela está? Eu não sei. Aqui está qualquer coisa. Vamos ver isto. Aqui são elas. Essencialmente. Então temos aqui a Snow e ele. Então. Esta é a Faith. Esta é a Nerissa e esta não sei. Aqui temos. Ok. Só aqui a dar uma olhada. Pronto, vamos sair. Estava ali a dar uma olhada. Aqui esta é a roda que aparece no símbolo do homem touro. Isto é um tipo de tortura. Vamos ver. Ok. Temos aqui coisas. Isto deve ser, sei lá, lexívia, álcool, gasolina, qualquer coisa desse género e uma marreta. Ok. Vamos pronto. Acho que temos que ir mesmo por aqui. Então vamos lá ver. O que é que há por aqui? Aquilo parece ser ouro derretido ou qualquer coisa. Isto aqui parece-me ser de... balas de prata.
About time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw. He doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on.
Agora é uma parte em que vamos ter que estar bem atentos. Falhei. Nós temos de ter cuidado essencialmente com vidros. Por exemplo, o candeeiro, a lâmpada. Não sei se a lâmpada serve, mas pelo menos espelhos. Temos de ter bastante cuidado. Ok, vamos lá. Ok, o que será que temos de fazer? Ok, vamos andando. Ok, com cuidado. Vamos lá ver o que é que vai acontecer. Oi? Ah! Isto, oh, não deu tempo nenhum praticamente. Ok, vamos lá. Agora vou tentar estar mais atento. Ah, sério, isto mal dá tempo. Eu nem sei se eu me desviei, se não. Isto não dá mesmo tempo. Ah, lá está ela transformada. Vamos lá. Isto é bem tenso, eu tenho que estar mesmo bastante atento. Vamos lá, rápido. Ok, já estamos no outro nível de transformação. Agora já estamos mesmo em lobo. Ok. Lá vem ela. Ui, são várias. E agora? Não sei. Será que temos que acertar a verdadeira? Ok, vamos lá. Temos que acertar em algumas. Ah! Ok, isto é bem tenso. Ok. Ah. Tem muita atenção. Ah. Eu nem sei se estou a fazer as coisas certas, bem ou não. Ah. Ok. Isto tem que estar mesmo bastante atento. Já foste. Ui, acho que já fomos. Ok. Vamos lá. Ui, que é isto? Não sabia que ele se transformava mesmo em lobo. É que não é pequeno, não é? Ele pequeno não tem mesmo nada. Ok, aquilo são tipo cópias, não é? Já que ela... Ok, acho que já encontramos a verdadeira. Será que é ela? Ok, não faço ideia quem é que é a verdadeira. Ok, vamos nos transformar outra vez, só faltava isso. Ah não, ele agora fez um... sei lá, deve haver algum poder de algum superior, qualquer coisa que faça isto, mas eu não sei agora. Acho que descobrimos a verdadeira. Ficou um bocado esquisito ele assim. Mas vamos lá ver. O que ela está a fazer? Será que ela tem outro nível de transformação? Ah. Ai, que sorte. Que era a última mesmo? Ok, desbloqueei um novo livro de fábulas. Acho que voltamos ao normal. É, acho que ela desapareceu mesmo. Acho que ela já foi. Acho que ele agora está a começar a ficar preocupado. Ganhou um achievement da Silver Bullet, uma bala de prata.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
É, vamos levá-la de volta e vamos lhe baixar a arma. É, eu acho que é uma boa ideia.
Will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
É, ainda estou para ver qual é que é o plano dele. Vamos lá ver. É, provavelmente vamos acabar neste episódio, não é? Não cheguei a falar isso. Mas eu vou gravar tudo hoje. Se for preciso eu divido em 2 partes. Mas acho que não vai ser preciso. E ganhamos outro achievement. My Last Cigarettes. Os meus últimos cigarros. Ok, então vamos lá ver o que é que há aqui.
But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Quem é que está aqui?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God. Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing, I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get
Those
off?
poor
You
girls.
think you have the right to
And
just
what about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This? You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone? Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Fine. Go right ahead.
Wait, that's not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
pot.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that. Hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all in line.
You forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't blame Snow. She had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.